Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Nick here, and today I got some very exciting news. We just got word that they're coming out with a new Predator movie. Yes, two producers let the secret slip during an interview for Jungle Cruise, the new film with The Rock, and I'm going to get into it in just a sec. I'm kind of tongue tied here because if you know me, the original Predator movie has a very special place in my heart. It's in my top 10 favorite horror movies. I know a lot of people don't consider it horror, but I consider it action horror. And yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So let's jump right into this news report, guys. Okay, so guys, I'm on Collider for this, but everybody's been putting this out in the last few hours. Collider, IGN, everybody. So they're all saying the same news. And this was written by Jeff Snyder over there at Collider. He has word on new Predator movie title, plot details, timeline revealed by producers John Davis and John Fox. And it doesn't sound like we're going to be getting any choppas in the new film because it's supposed to be set in the early days. They don't want to say when, but I think I read on another site that it was going to be the first time a Predator ever landed on Earth. So God knows when that was. So this is very interesting. Let's get into it here. It says, in a new interview with Collider, timed to this week's release of Disney's Jungle Cruise, producers John Davis and John Fox revealed that Dan Trachtenberg's upcoming Predator movie will be titled Skull. This will be an origin story about the Predator's first journey to this planet, and it's almost done filming. So yeah, they're 3/4 done filming it, guys, and that's where I read that this is the Predator's first time on Earth. I'm so excited for this. It definitely can't be any worse than the last Predator movie we got. The film will boast a female hero, which is interesting considering that Arnold played in the first film. And the film's going to be called Skull. That's going to be the name of it. So it's going to be part of the Predator franchise. I'm so excited. And basically, what these two producers were saying is that they're going back to what made the original Predator movie work. It's the ingenuity of a human being who won't give up, who's able to observe and interpret, basically being able to beat a stronger, more powerful, well-armed force. So I'm guessing they're going with that angle in this film too. But it's saying that it has actually more akin to The Revenant than it does any Predator film, which is very interesting because The Revenant I seen it once and I don't remember too much of it, but Leonardo DiCaprio fighting a bear and freezing to death and a bunch of crazy shit going on in that movie. Crazy fight scenes. So I'm guessing it's going to be set back in the Revenant time. Because, they won't really give away what the timeline is, but they're saying like the Revenant. I imagine they're talking about like that setting, that time. And funny enough, it says right here, he has declined to reveal the specific time period, so you have to use your imagination. But he does say that it's early. Well, him mentioning The Revenant has me thinking that it's around those times. So both producers were pumped about the script by Patrick Asen, but Davis reserved special praise for the film's brilliant director, Trachtenberg. Now, I'm not sure what other films Trachtenberg has made. I'm going to have to look into that. It says, as far as the tone of the film goes, it all depends on how it's cut. Now, this is what worries me, because they're pretty much saying it was conceived as an R-rated film, but it could easily be cut up and turned into a PG-13 film like we see happen so often nowadays. It's okay to have a PG-13 horror or action film, but when it's written to be an R-rated movie, it should stay with that because you're going to ruin the tone of the film, and it's just not going to be what the director envisioned in the first place. And it's going to be a damn shame if they cut it down when it was supposed to be R-rated. That worries me a bit. But everything else has me really excited, especially when they keep comparing it to the original Predator. And even adding The Revenant there has me intrigued. And it says here it's unclear when we'll get any images or footage from Skull, but the release date is not yet determined. But they're 3/4 way through the production, or he says probably around. So they're about 3/4 done the film, so that is very exciting. And it's surprising how we knew so little about it, and it was pretty much kept a secret the whole time. And they're almost done filming now. That is pretty crazy. And apparently they started conceiving this movie while they were shooting the last Predator movie. Hopefully it has nothing to do with the new Predator, the last Predator movie. Or hopefully, it's not similar to that. Hopefully, it's way crazier. I know that movie was also butchered in this, like, after production and that. So yeah, that worries me again. But it's crazy how they kept it that big of a secret when it was known way back when the last Predator movie came out. And lastly, David was wise enough to acknowledge how perfect the original Predator movie is, as he even said it's going to be, I believe, the second best. Or the first, or it may be equal for the first one, right? So it's like he doesn't want to go out and say it's going to be better than the first, and you're never going to make a movie that's a Predator movie that's better than the first, in my opinion, because I love the first one so much, and it means so much to me. They'd have to do something real crazy to make a better movie. So I get where this guy's coming from, but he says second best. So that inspires me. It gives me hope because this guy seemed like he was a fan of the first film, just like me. So hopefully they do it justice. So there you have it, guys. That's our news on the new Predator movie named Skull. I'm very excited. I'm always excited for new movies that I like from franchises that I really love. I'm sure you guys are too. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like. And if you want to donate even more, you can head on over and buy me a coffee at coffee.com/Nick Cooling. I'll put it on the screen. And a link will be in the description if you're interested. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching.